Good day, students! How are you today? I hope that you are all doing great. Welcome to another day full of learning opportunity. I am Ma'am Meldred B. Doloog, your teacher in Grade 10 TLE Cookery. Before we start, let us play one familiar game which is called 4 Pick 1 Word. Here are the mechanics of the game. First, analyze the 4 given pictures to depict one situation. Second, guess the word which correctly shown by the pictures. And the last one, jumbled letters are provided to give you a hint or clue. Are you ready, class? Let the game begin. What is the first picture? Correct. The answer is freezer. How about the second picture? Your answer is right, jar. Can you tell me what is the third picture? Your answer is correct. The word is tin can. Now, let's take a look at the following pictures. The picture shows freezer, jar, and tin can. If you are not familiar with these items, these are some materials and equipment that is used in preservation of meat. Do you have any idea about our topic? Our topic for this video lesson is all about the methods of preserving meat. In this lesson, we will identify meat preservation, classify methods of preserving meat, and prepare pork tocino. Preservation of meat, an effort to extend the shelf life of meat by inhibiting or limiting microbial growth and enzymatic or chemical reactions which can spoil meat. Functions of preservation. First, reducing any harm potential caused by microbes to consumers. Second, maintaining meat quality, especially its sensory characteristics. And the last one, maintaining nutritional values at a safe level. There are different methods of preserving meat. The first method is drying. Drying is the most common method of preserving meat. Drying involves the reduction of the original 70% of water content of the meat to about 15%. There are 2 ways of drying meat, and these are: the first one, natural sun drying. Natural sunlight is used to reduce the amount of moisture content of meat. Portable solar dryers can provide sanitary means of drying meat. The second one is dehydration or artificial drying. Oven is used for drying the meat. Although this is more expensive than sun drying, dehydration is a more efficient method of removing moisture from meat. Smoking is also another method of meat preservation. In this method, meat is smoked to create a distinctive color and flavor, thus helping its preservation. The flavor, color, and attractive glaze on the surface of the meat is desired like in ham, bacon, and tinapa. There are 2 types of smoking, and these are cold smoking and hot smoking. In cold smoking, the temperature is held between 26 to 43 degrees Celsius and the products are smoked over a period of days or weeks. The products thus pick up a strong smoke flavor and are dehydrated as well. while in hot smoking, the temperature is higher from 71 to 79 degrees Celsius. The high temperature speed up the drying process, giving the products a mild smoke flavor. Another method of meat preservation is salting. In this method, salt improves the keeping quality of meat. It removes the water from the tissue of the meat and the cell of spoilage organisms that may be present in the meat. The next method of meat preservation is curing. In this method, salt, sugar, potassium or sodium nitrate and other curing elements such as ascorbic acid, phosphate blend, and spices are used to prolong the keeping quality of meat. Another method of meat preservation is refrigerating. In this method, meat is stored at a temperature range of 2 to 10 degrees Celsius to retard mold and bacterial growth for a limited period. Next method of meat preservation is freezing. In this method, meat is preserved at a temperature of 10 degrees Celsius and below. Freezing deactivates enzymes and bacteria. Meat can be preserved for 2 months to 1 year using this method. Canning is also one method of meat preservation. In this method, meat preserved by canning is packed in sealed cans or jars which are subjected to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius and above, 5 to 7 kilo pressured for a specific period of time. This process destroys the organisms that causes spoilage. It maintains the high quality of meat products and extends its life for about a year. The last method of meat preservation is freeze drying. In this method, the process involves the removal of moisture from the meat tissues by transforming the moisture content into ice and gas. The product to be dried is first frozen and the ice is sublimed from the frozen mass, removing 98% of the water content. The remaining moisture is further reduced to 0.5% or lower by subjecting the product to high temperature as possible without destroying it. Let's take a look at the recipe of the homemade pork tocino, and later I will ask you what kind of meat preservation is used in this homemade pork tocino recipe. Class, what kind of meat preservation is used in this recipe? Your answer is curing. Correct. Very good. Moving on to our lesson, let's have a short activity. Directions: read the following questions carefully and choose the letter that best describes the statement. Question number 1. In this method, salt, sugar, potassium, or sodium nitrate are used in preserving meat. The correct answer is letter A, curing. Number 2. The most common method of preserving meat is A, curing, B, drying, C, refrigerating, D, salting. And the correct answer is letter B, drying. Number 3. The process involves the removal of moisture from the meat tissues by transforming the moisture content into ice and gas. Letter A, smoking, B, canning, C, freezing, or D, freeze drying. And the correct answer is letter D, freeze drying. Number 4. In this method, meat is preserved at a temperature of 10 degrees and below. Letter A, refrigerating. B, dehydration. C, freezing. D, salting. And the correct answer is letter C, freezing. Number 5. Meat is smoked to create a distinctive color and flavor, thus helping its preservation. Letter A, smoking. Letter B, salting. Letter C, dehydration. Letter D, canning. And the correct answer is letter A, smoking. You did a great job today, class. Congratulations! For your performance task, choose one method of meat preservation and perform it in your own kitchen. Document yourself, take a picture or draw your final product. You can use this video lesson in doing meat preservation. That's all for today, class. I hope you enjoy and learn something new about our topic on how to store meat using the different method of meat preservation. Until next time, I am Ma'am Meldred Bidoloog, your teacher in Grade 10 TLE Cookery. Bye! Have a nice day!